Good afternoon. Welcome back to my NoVac channel. I'm Bruce, and this is another Bali 19 update. COVID-19 Bali update. And I'm wearing sunglasses today because I have an eye infection. Because I did a little surgery on myself. Long story, but I have a very sore eye, so I'll be wearing glasses today. And, well, let's get started. A lot of stuff here. And start with the numbers as usual. And they're up. We've had record numbers this past week. Yesterday in Bali, 319 new cases. That brings us to 21,182 total. 18,326 recovered. 590 deaths. And 2,266 active cases. It was only a few weeks ago that cases were 1,000. So you can see what's happened here. Nationally, we had 14,224 new cases yesterday to take us up to 896,642. 727,358 recovered, 25,767 dead, and 143,517 active cases. So, it's looking bad. Looking bad number-wise. And, well, in Bali, where were the cases distributed? Denpasar 93, Badung 74, Tabanan 46, Jembrana 42, Bangli 20, Gianyar and Bulang both with 16, and Klungkung with 5. And so we're on still on this kind of partial lockdown. You wouldn't know it here, but the authorities are doing things. Here's a photo. They have on the Facebook, their Facebook site, they have photos and a little thing about what they're doing. A little couple of paragraphs about what they're doing to keep things together here and keep people doing the 3 M's, what they call the 3 M's: washing your hands, maintaining social distance, and of course we're wearing the mask. Okay, so think things are going to open up soon? Not if things continue like this. Okay, vaccines. Okay, so the vaccines are here, like I said last time, and they started. I was saying in the last video that vaccinations are supposed to start, were supposed to start on the 13th, earlier this week, but that there's no emergency use authorization from the BPOM. Well, they put that out right before the vaccinations were supposed to start, and President Jokowi was the first to get it. Indonesian authorities reviewed the test data and determined that the vaccine is effective and safe. And the Indonesian Ulema Council also okayed it. They said it was halal, okay for Muslims to take. And so there are, however, questions in some parts. Epidemiologist Dr. Diki Budiman said that research is not complete yet, and it's going to take some time, and so he was calling for caution. But it's here and it's happening. China and Bolivia have both authorized the use of the vaccine. And this is the Sinovac, what's called CoronaVac, or a lot of people call it the China vaccine. And other countries that have signed agreements to purchase Vaccines from Sinovac include the Philippines, Singapore, Ukraine, and other countries. So, okay, it's not just Indonesia. And so, let's continue on here. So, the rollout of the vaccine started. Pak Jokowi got his, and Governor Koster got his in Bali. And along with the governor were other officials, and along with Pak Jokowi was a celebrity, Raffi Ahmad. I have no idea who the celebrity is, and key religious and political and military leaders. And there are 1.3 million healthcare workers. They're the first group to get this. And so, yeah, that's how that's gonna work there. And here we have about 30,000 healthcare workers in Bali, and they're gonna be the first people. And we have currently, well, as of this morning, 31,000 doses available in Bali. And so this vaccine is still going to take a long time. It's free, right? And 1 or 2 videos ago I was mentioning that the government was talking about fining people who don't take the vaccine, who refuse to be vaccinated. But according to the chief of Bali, the Bali Health Agency, he said that there is not going to be a fine in Bali. Apparently this is something regions can decide on their own. It's not going to be a national policy. Some regions have already planned, and like I've mentioned before, up to 5 million rupees fine. That's a lot of money. A lot of money. But the chief said people who refuse will not be fined, and the government is going to prioritize raising awareness and then hoping that people will take the vaccine for the good of the public. So we'll see what's going to happen. When do foreigners get it? Somewhere down the road. And I heard, but I don't know if this is true, if you have a KTP, OA, foreign KTP, you can get it for free. But I don't know. And there was a change, and so I mentioned this before. Old people were at the bottom, but old people are moving up in the list. Maybe there's some blowback from that, since Indonesia is the only place that I know of that put old people like me down at the bottom. And okay, what about so that's the vaccine. It's happening. We'll see what, maybe that's a good sign, and things can get to work. Right now with these numbers just increasing, it is not looking good. And so the partial lockdown. So the government has eased the national guidelines for the partial lockdown of this government here. And I told you what the numbers were last time, but here it's going to be 50% of people need to work from home instead of 75%. And there will be, these will be effective until January 25th. But increased restrictions on public activities for Badung and Denpasar as requested by the Interior Minister. So this is for the main tourist areas of Denpasar, Badung, Gianyar, Klungkung, and Tabanan. Bululang is not in there. And despite the restrictions and the strict COVID testing protocols, Bali did receive 400,000 visitors over that holiday break that we were all talking about. And the numbers, well, I kind of skipped over that. The numbers were the 318 were Indonesians, 304 domestic, and 304 local and 14 domestic. And so there's been domestic in this. So the testing, I don't know, either they brought it with them or they got it while they were here. But who knows? Okay, foreigners banned until the 28th. Okay, now banned isn't really the right word, but all the newspaper articles, and you can see a couple down here, say banned. Okay, so you know that I've talked about this before. Everybody's aware of this. Foreigners were not allowed into Bali until the 14th, and with the exception of people with a kitap or a kitas, or somebody who was an important government official. That was extended until the 28th. Caught a lot of people kind of flat-footed who had tickets and then found out that the planes were canceled, or they had to cancel their reservations. And so this is extended to the 28th, and I'll say it again. I don't know why you're so hell-bent on getting here and jumping the gun. With the numbers like they are, I would not be surprised if this is extended again. I don't know. It might not be, but you can never tell. So the government kind of goes by what the signs are, what the science is showing. And so if we continue to, this is, what day is this? 19th? 20th? I'm not sure. Well, I'll know when I finish this. So, would I plan on coming here on the 28th or 29th? No, because it may be pushed back again. So, if it was me, I would be looking at spring to be safe. If you have no reason to get here, stay home. And that's the last story today. Recalcitrant foreigners. Foreigners have really pissed off government officials and the police. And early last week, Pak I Gusti Agung Ketut Surya Nagar, the chief of Badung's public order agency, said that 80% of the people that are violating the health protocols are foreigners. That is especially the mandatory mask wearing. And remember, the fine is 100,000 rupees. Not always melted out sometimes, meted out sometimes. People do push-ups, sometimes they sweep the street. 100,000 rupees for an Indonesian is some money. 100,000 rupees for a lot of foreigners, they don't really care, and a lot of them won't pay it. So they're looking at raising the fee for foreigners to make it hurt a little more. And Pak Surya Nagara also said that in addition to not wearing masks, foreign people were often only clothed in underwear and not wearing helmets. Okay, now I think the underwear that he meant was shorts, short shorts, like swimming shorts and no tops and things. You see this if you look at videos of what's going down, and this is mostly Canggu, North Kuta area, Canggu, that area. You see this all the time. Foreigners are acting like they can do whatever they want to, and it's irritated a lot of officials because police are complaining that foreigners are making fun of them, dismissing their authority, saying they can do what they want to, and well, according to him, these are mostly Russians and other Europeans. So the Russians are back in the news again. Governor Coster has decided to take firm action against violators of health protocols by forbidding entrance to tourist sites and restaurants. And so it's a no mask, no service. And there's little signs that people have that they can put up at the door. Also, officials have said that they will increase the fines, like I said, and the governor said most locals tend to comply with the prevention protocols, but that he was receiving just too many complaints from officers about foreigners refusing to wear masks in public places and being generally disrespectful. He's ordered all businesses, especially restaurants and cafes, to refuse service. And according to data from the National Disaster Management, BNPB, 96% of people wear masks and 91% follow social distancing. Okay, now that's Indonesians. Now, okay, 96% of people wear masks. I get that here. I mean, you can see if you walk around Singaraja, the streets, everybody's wearing a mask. You go into stores, everybody's wearing a mask. Well, I saw a foreigner the other day here. You don't see many of them these days in Singaraja. She didn't have a mask on, and well, but everybody else did. Social distancing, like I've said, Indonesians really have a hard time with social distancing. You can look out the street in front of my house. All the guys are sitting together talking about fishing and other things. There's no social distancing going on. So the governor also added that the level of compliance in Bali is considered the highest in Indonesia, and so there's a question of a couple things. One is this just another, the government has said this and there's not going to be any enforcement? That's the common way to do things here. What about shops, the restaurants, the cafes? Are they going to refuse service to people that aren't wearing masks? I don't know. I've seen a lot of people, you have a sign outside that says mask. You have to wear a mask to come in, and foreigners go in there anyway, and they're allowed in and they're served. So, more bad foreigners. You got to get with the program. So if you're one of those people that really want to come here, I hope you're planning on being part of the solution, not part of the problem. Okay? As I've said many times, I hate wearing a mask. It's really uncomfortable. It makes me not want to go out for a walk. I didn't go out for a walk this weekend with Zoe like I usually do. Well, mostly because my eye really hurts. But also just because it's so uncomfortable walking for an hour and a half with a mask on. But you wear it because those are the rules, and we're trying to get this thing, everybody working together to get Bali back into business, into normal mode. So if you're here and you're a foreigner, get with the program or get out. Okay, I'm a little crabby today too. Okay, so thanks for viewing. Stay safe, be kind to someone today, and I'm waiting to do another drone video, but it's been really windy the last couple of days, and so, well, we'll see. Okay, so see you next time. Stay safe. Thanks again.